Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Aparajita and today I'll be doing this simple makeup. This is a halo eye makeup, but trust me, it's very simple. This is actually a recreation. I had this makeup in my previous video, so you can watch that video also. I will link that. And this is a very simple makeup. I have elaborated step by step, so even if you are a beginner, you can learn and do it on your own. So keep on watching. Without further ado, let's get started. And yes, before that, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon. That would mean a lot to me.
So I have prepped my skin and applied my primer. Now I am going to use this double wear foundation from Estee Lauder in the shade Cashew and the Maybelline Superstay foundation in the shade Golden. So I'm going to mix these two foundation on the back of my hand. I'm taking a little bit, and this is enough for my whole face and neck. Now I'm going to take one pump of my Maybelline foundation and just gonna mix it well with my finger. I'm gonna dot it on my face. Now I'm going to take my NYX sponge. This is a NYX damp sponge. I love this sponge, and I am using it to blend my foundation. I'm just bouncing it on my face, and this is a very good sponge. It's very soft and blends my foundation pretty well. I just love it. So now can you see the shade match? I love this shade Cashew. This is exactly my skin shade in a bottle. I love it. I'm gonna take some more on my neck. Do not forget your neck, guys. This is very important. Your skincare, your makeup, everything goes into that portion. Everything. Your neck needs everything actually. So that shade Golden from Maybelline foundation is a bit darker for me, but I love its quality, so I use it as a mixture. Now I'm using this dome portion of my sponge to blend more, and it will help to soak up any excess and will make my skin look like skin. And now it's time for concealer. So this is the Maybelline Age Rewind concealer in the shade medium. This is a bit light for me, but I love its quality and its blend. It blends very smoothly and I love its quality, so I'm using it in the portion where I need it. So now I am going to use my sponge again to blend everything. Just be very gentle because your under eye skin is very sensitive. So I'm just bouncing my sponge and blending everything. So I have dry under eyes, and anyone who has dry under eyes, this concealer is apt for them. Now I'm just going to blend everything so my makeup looks like skin, not made up. So I'm just blending and blending. The more you blend, the result will be absolutely great. So take your time and blend everything in place. I think I'm satisfied now. Yes, I'm satisfied with my blending. So now I'm gonna set my under eye with this Maybelline translucent powder. This is a very beautiful translucent powder, and I'm just gonna take some on the lid and pour my sponge in. I'm just gonna apply it where I have applied my concealer. So I don't do baking because my under eye is very dry. If you have dry under eye, I will recommend not to bake, because that way your under eye will be more dry and it's not good. So just place your powder with the help of a damp sponge, and then I'm just gonna take my brush. This brush is from Color Bar and I love it. This is very soft. So I'm just gonna wipe out excess powder, and I'm just gonna use this brush on my whole face. So I don't powder my whole face. I don't like that dry feeling it gives me. So I just do this. So I do this thing to my face. This is appropriate for me. But if you're someone who likes to powder the whole face, certainly can do it. This is just appropriate for me. So I love this palette. This is the Huda Beauty Remastered palette. So I'm gonna use the shade Henna first as a transition color. I'm taking this fluffy blending brush from Wet n Wild, and I'm gonna list everything in the description box, so do check that. So I'm dipping it in that shade, then tapping the excess away, and just gonna very gently do this back and forth and circular motion on my eyes. Always pat the excess away, otherwise you will have this fallout incident that would be very messy. So do this patting thing. So I'm going very gently, and remember to hold your brush from its tail. That way the pressure would be moderate and the result will be great. Go very lightly. I'm just doing this same technique. Now I'm going to use that Man-Eater shade, and I'm gonna use another fluffy blending brush from Wet n Wild, and tapping the excess away. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna place it where I want first. So I first gonna place my shadow where I want it. So since this is a halo eye look, so on the outer portion of my eye and on the inner corner of my eye. Now I will blend them. I will blend these two portions so it looks seamless. If you are a beginner, do take your time to do this and you'll see the difference. I'm gonna do the same to my other eye. So I'm doing the same, applying the same technique on the other eye also. Just placing it first, then slowly blending it. So if you are a beginner, if you follow this technique, you can achieve this look very easily. Just take your time and do it. Now this palette is my love. I have saved 4 months just to buy it. I'm taking some more because I'm not satisfied. Now I'm gonna blend everything. It's really hard to do your eyeshadow seeing in this tiny mirror. See, I'm loving it already. So it's done. I love it. Now it's time for glitter. So I'm using this sponge to apply some loose translucent powder under my eye. In this way you can wipe out any fallout, because glitter tends to fall out. That would make your makeup messy. So if you follow this technique, you can wipe out any fallout or any excess glitter. So I'm using this 24K. This is a beautiful gold glitter. I'm using my finger to apply it. I'm gonna apply in the middle. You can totally clean it up using a concealer, but I'm not gonna do that because this glitter is really pigmented, so I don't need to apply any more concealer. I prefer my fingers to apply glitters. You can totally use any brush, but I would recommend to spray your brush first if you are using glitters. So I'm just applying it and I will blend it later. first I'm gonna place it just the way I want it. So I'm gonna use this rose gold glitter also on the top of that 24K. This way I will have a very golden, rose golden hue, which I love. And I love mixing things. I think that results really good. So I love mixing things. So I am done placing it. Now it's blending time. So I'm taking that brush and just gonna blend everything. This is the brush with that man-eater shade, but I didn't dip it in that shade. I'm just using it to blend everything in place. I didn't take any more shadow in it. So it's looking, everything is looking good. Now I'm gonna take that brush I have used for henna. So I'm gonna take a little bit of henna and gonna blend everything in place. And I'm extending outwards slowly, just to create a wing. You can totally skip it if you want, but I like my wings, so I'm just gonna use it. I'm using this 203 pack 203 pencil brush. So I'm gonna dip it in the shade Moon Dust. This is a very pretty glitter to use in your inner corners and to highlight your brow bone. So I'm just going to place it in my inner corner and then just gonna drag it towards my just half portion of my lower lash line. In this way your eyes will look open and brighten up. So I'm gonna use this same pencil brush and I'm gonna use the same shade Man-Eater on my lower lash line, on the half portion of my lower lash line. So I do this thing a lot. I apply my darker eyeshadows just on my outer half of my lower lash line. If you want, you can use it preferably. So I'm just connecting both lines and making a wing. I'm gonna do the same. I'm just gonna apply on the outer portion of my lower lash line, and I'm just gonna connect both lines to make it like a wing. Obviously I'm not satisfied. I'm gonna apply more. See, isn't it beautiful? So I'm taking the same blending brush with the shade Henna, and I'm gonna blend any harsh line. And this is the way it's looking now. I love it. Obviously I'm not satisfied. I'm applying more. I'm gonna apply till I'm satisfied. But can you see the halo eye effect and how beautiful it is? It's very flattering, and I think it's gonna look beautiful on pretty much everyone, and it's actually accentuate your eyes and make them really beautiful. So I love this halo eye look. I'm elaborating every step so you can do it on your own. So I love it. Now I can't find anything, so I'm taking more of that moon dust and applying it in the inner corners of my eyes. And blending everything. See? I'm blending that two shades so no harsh line remains. Now it's brow time. So I'm gonna use my NYX brow. This is in the shade Espresso, and this is a micro brow pencil actually. So I don't like a very thick brow look, and I'm just gonna fill up my sparse area and nothing much. This is the way I like my brows. I just first comb my brow hair, then I just fill up any spar area, and then I again comb my brows so no harsh line remain and everything looks blended. I'm gonna do the same to the other eye, to the other brow. So this is a very affordable brow pencil and it's good also. And easy to use. If you're someone who likes thick brow, you can totally use a pomade, but I like it this way. So now I'm using my NYX ink liner in the shade black, and I'm gonna slowly build up my liner. It was out of focus, I just tested it. So I'm gonna build it up slowly. It's a very comfortable liner to use. If you are a beginner or someone who has difficulties applying liners, you can totally buy this product. It's very comfortable and easy to use. It's like a marker, so it's very easy to use. So I'm doing it very slowly, and I'm slowly drawing that line. So this is the liner. Now I'm gonna do my other eye. Go slow with your liners and build it up slowly. This liner is really good. It's really good. It's gonna be smudge proof and last for really long, and it's really good. I love this product, and it's affordable also. And very easy to use. I don't take this much time to wear my eyeliner, but since it's a makeup video, elaborated makeup video, so I'm doing it very slowly and elaborating every step so anyone can do it. So this is my liner done. Now I'm gonna extend my wings a little bit more. Love it. Now I'm going to use my magic technique. So this is the Kohl pencil by PAC in the shade Skin. This is a nude eye pencil, and I'm just gonna apply it on my lower waterline. This way your eyes will look bigger and open and really fabulously beautiful. So I always follow this technique, and you can use this pencil to highlight your inner corner also. So I'm just gonna tightline my lower waterline. This is a very nice product by PAC. So I'm done, and it's gonna look popped out. So now I am gonna use my roller lash mascara. I love it. It is by Benefit, and I'm gonna apply it on my lashes. So while applying your mascara, try to look this way so your mascara won't get transferred onto your lids. Now it's time for my lower eyelash. Now I'm gonna apply it on my lower lash, so be very careful while doing it. You can poke your eyes, so be very careful with it. This mascara actually gives a very natural look, which I love. And I'm now applying a second coat. Now I'm just doing it to give my eyelashes looks like I have used an eyelash curler. See? Now it's time to wipe out this excess powder. So I'm just using my brush. This is from Color Bar, I have mentioned earlier. Just wiping it out, and then after this cleanup process I will use my blush. So I am using this Benetint by Benefit. So I am not a very blush person, so I use this one. It gives very natural blush look to you, so I just use this, and it has a very mild pretty smell to it also. So I'm just gonna dot it and then gonna blend it with my finger first. Just tap 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 tap, and then after blending with my finger, I'm gonna use my sponge. I'm gonna use my sponge to blend it more. And I love the way it gives a very natural hue to your cheeks. Now it's time for bronzing. So I'm gonna use my Hoola bronzer, and I love bronzing instead of contouring, so I'm just bronzing my face. And this Hoola bronzer is really good for medium skin tone people. It's look very natural. It looks very natural. I love it. Now I'm snatching my nose. Just applying it on my jaws to hide any excess, extra double chin. I obviously have it. Now I'm applying it on my jawline, and I'm hiding that double chin and making a shadow there. Now I'm gonna bronze wherever I want. I'm going very light with it, and I'm done. Now it's time for highlighting. So I am using my OFRA highlighter in the shade Rodeo Drive and my Maybelline highlighter in the shade Molten Gold. So I'm just gonna take my highlighter on my fingers and gonna dot it first, then gonna apply it on my face, on the high points of my face. I know it's looking a bit messy right now, but I'm gonna blend everything away. On the bridge of my nose and on my chin. I don't use it on my Cupid's bow because I have fuller lips. If you are someone who has thin lips, use it on your Cupid's bow also. So I'm using that Maybelline highlighter. This is a bomb highlighter, you don't need much. See, it's blinding. And I have done applying it. Now I'm just gonna take my setting spray. This is a NYX Dewy setting spray, and I'm gonna spray my sponge. And I'm gonna use it on those areas where I have used my highlighters. This way your highlighter will look melted and the shine will look like it's coming from within. It actually hides any powdery look and makes everything very blended and dewy. That's it. Now it's time for my NYX mattifying spray on the T-zone only, because I tend to sweat and get oily here. Then I'm using the NYX Dewy Finish setting spray on the rest of my face. You don't need this much, but I love spraying my setting sprays. So now I'm just going to fan my face. This way your setting spray will set everything in place and nothing's gonna move. So fan your face. Now it's time for more blending, so I'm just using my sponge to lock that setting spray into my face. This way everything looks put together and beautiful. See how dewy my skin is looking. Now it's time for my lipstick. So before applying my lipstick, I'm using this lip liner from Maybelline. This is in the shade Mauve, and I'm just gonna outline my upper lips. I will only outline my lips. Now I'm just gonna use my lipstick. This is the Midtown Rose, I think. I just forgot the name, but don't worry, I have listed everything in the description box. So this is a creamy matte lipstick, so it's very comfortable on your lips, but it's not transfer proof. If you want to make it transfer proof, just use some baby powder or translucent powder over it, and after some time just brush that excess powder away, and that way your any semi matte or satin lipstick will be a bit transfer proof and matte. So I'm just gonna finish my look now. I'm just gonna comb my eyebrows a bit, and that's it. I love it. So this is the finished look. If you liked it, please hit the thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and let's chat, guys. Let me know if you have recreated it or anything you want to. You can chat with me, connect with me, and comment me. So that's it for today. I will see you in my next video. Till then, stay safe. Love you. Bye bye.